Hi guys, quick intro. Welcome back. Thanks for likes and shares on the last one. There was a lot of like buttons pressed. I suspect that's got a lot to do with the fact that I said I can cut that tri-cap. And I'm genuine about it, although I keep looking at it thinking, I don't want to do it. I just don't want to do it. But I've got to. It's in the way. No one wants it, so good as gone. Anyway, look. This video is a very short one, or very brief in what I'm talking about. Basically, we're getting this whole thing here ready for green laning. I've had to put a lot of orders in recently through the catalogue and stuff like that for various bits and pieces that I know I'm going to need, and that's pretty much what we talk about. Also, a brief discussion on a purchase for the rat rod, because we'll be picking that up soon, because once I've had a go in this on the green lanes, I actually do want to build a whopping great trailer, and I want to use the rat rod to do the green lanes. I want to get the rat rod legal, and we're close. So this is my incentive to get the rat rod done, because at the moment there has been so much going on in the house, what with puppies, funerals, and right at the end of the video you'll see for the last 8 months I've been trying to get my teeth sorted out. And I don't know if any of you have seen this morning in the UK of a chap in Norfolk who couldn't find a dentist, that was pulling his own blinking teeth out. That was no exaggeration to what he has been going through, because I've been going through exactly the same thing for the last 8 months. I haven't pulled my own teeth out, but I have been going through the troubles of what he has been going through as well. And it's no lie, the NHS is destroyed. Anyway, right at the end I talk about that, so if you're interested, stay tuned for that as well. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Don't bite the hose. Fuck's sake. This is assuming I can get to the shed. Will you kill my goodness sake? Never wear carpet slippers with a poxy puppy. Get off! No! Shit. Right. I've escaped. I've got something running around in here at night because it's knocking stuff over, and this is what we bought. Came through the post, 80 quid's worth, holly. And I won't lie, I don't know nothing about them, so I can't give you stats. I don't have any. All I know is it's going to need a service kit, obviously, because it's been old, it's been off the vehicle. Actually, in this case, it was a boat. It's been off the boat for a while, and hasn't been used in a long while. And I've got to strip this all down, clean it all up, polish what I can polish up, replace what I need to replace, and go from there really. But I've got to take a manifold. I've either got to make a manifold to fit this, or I've got to buy one. To buy a manifold, 270 quid, that's already been machined and ready to go, or I can have a bash at it myself. And I do have over here a shaping machine, which I've used on numerous occasions, so I will have to find a way of fitting the block onto that, and then I can backwards and forwards, as they say, and machine my own to fit, and buy a spacer to weld or bolt according, and go from there. But yes, this is what I want to use. It actually came off a 5.7 litre. I've got to downjet it, but I'm not sure if I've got enough CFMs to suck the fuel through. So I don't know how this is going to pan out, to be honest with you. This could be an absolute flop, and I'll end up having to look for another Harley which is more specific to what I need. It might be too big for the job. One of my other jobs I've got to do very soon. It's back. Get the hell out of here, you little... Look how big he's got. When I got him, he was £6. Literally, he was nothing. I weighed him the other day. He's now 17. So here it comes. Get out of it. He is chewing everything up. He's already chewed through electrical wires, 12-volt wires. Anyway, look. So we've got to sort that all out next. So I've got another manifold in the shed I'm going to pull apart. I want to keep that complete if I can, just in case I need it for another vehicle, but I'm not seeing that happening at the moment. And we'll machine. Basically, we've got to get rid of all of this here, and we've got to get a flat block, and then we've got to put a plate on top and bolt that on with sealants and gaskets, and then we can put the holly on top of that, and hopefully it'll work this perfectly. We've still got to paint it, we've still got to get a windscreen for it, we've got to bolt seats in, we've got seat belts to do, we've got an electric loom to build, but we are close. In the meanwhile, I've now got to pull this thing out, camping box. I've got to mount that in the back of my truck, and I've got to put sections in it so I can put all my bits and bobs. I've ordered a freezer, heater, cooler, warmer, so I've got to wire a 12-volt socket into the back somewhere. Hello, it's back again. And I've got to put all my off-roading gear in there, which I've slowly been picking up. I've got a chainsaw to go in. I've got to get some D-shackles, tree saver, straps. Got all of that to get. I didn't zoom back in. Yeah, as I say, I've got to get tree saver straps, which I've got. D-shackles I haven't got. I've got to get some dangly shit for my neck to hold the winch controllers. They never supplied any of them. They did on my other winch, the Terra Firma, but they didn't for that one. So I've got that to sort out. Loads to do. So guys, stay tuned, there is more to come, a lot more to come. Well, welcome back. Our off-roading experience, for a better word, out for the forest is getting closer. Very much closer. I had planned it for not this weekend, but weekend after, because this weekend somebody was unable to do it. Following weekend was the one I wanted to do. Don't know that's going to happen either. I might just go on my own, do you know what I mean? I'm getting so frustrated. But problem I got is everybody who's coming with me works, and they've all got different social things going on. None of them, at the moment, none of them can work a date out that is matching, unless they decide to go during the week. Anyway, there is a big list of stuff I have to pack on the off chance that I get stuck or run into problems. So today I managed to get 2 decent sized shackles, £5 each, second hand. I managed to get myself a cheap spanner set, so I've just got to get a socket set, or I'll clean up one of those and take one of them with me. I've got to charge the grinder up with the 2 batteries and a drill. I will take them, because you just never know. I've still yet to fit, I haven't done it yet actually. Oh, what's that doing on the floor? I've still yet to fit. I don't know if you can see that up there. There's a compressor up there, we need air. But that's a bit of a bigger challenge. Chainsaw, which is over here. Chain that's back on. I'm just waiting for the guard to come back. And then I've got to get a jerry can full of petrol. I also have, a little bit expensive this, a bit more money than what I wanted to pay, but it looks good enough for quality, and that is a foldable shovel in its own little carry case. Now you can get them on the internet. I actually bought that from an outdoors shop up the road from me. I paid 16 quid for that. On eBay they're about 10 quid, 10 quid, even less than that in some cases, but I don't know what the strength ratings are on those. In fact I don't even know what it is on this either, but we've got it. We can dig our way out if we get stuck, and that was the purpose, because to be honest, get your wheels stuck, I reckon most of the time we will end up on our knees. There was another one, a clearing shovel, that was packable, flat packable. Hey, what, 40 quid for that? I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. So we've got the shovel, we've got the spanners so far, we've got the D-shackles, we've got, I think you guys call them tree savers, basically straps for another word. I've got a few of them and another one up there. So we pack all of them somewhere in this workshop. I think it might be in here, up there in one of them boxes. So I've got more straps there, look, but they're a little bit knackered. There is a pulley which can be used, oh bugger, I forgot the name of the damn things. Block, snatch block, that's the one. If not, I'll have to make one, but may not be a problem. It's mainly for when I get the car stuck at vertical angles, and we need some kind of anchor, but again I don't think that's going to be possible. Maybe I am just overthinking this. There are two other cars coming. One happens to be a really heavy Land Rover Discovery, and the other one, what is the other one? It's not a Jeep Cherokee. What the hell is it? You know, I've forgotten. Some 4x4. It's what Billy has got. I think my dog's trying to get my attention. Can't remember, but there's two 4x4s, so I'm probably not even going to need half of this stuff. But you never know. We know we need tyre inflator. I've got to get a puncture repair kit. We will need that. We're out in the middle of Thetford Forest, crying out loud. Yeah, RAC isn't exactly going to pull me out, is it? So I need that. Got a shovel. We can deal with stuff. It's got a tree cutter on that as well. Might be useful. You never know. Who knows? I don't. Spanners. Yeah, we've got most of what I need. Right, moving on. Okie dokie, so I've pulled the casing out. It's pretty knackered, needs a damn good wash as well, to be honest with you. It's got damage everywhere. I'd never go on the back of a vehicle just because of what you're looking at, really. It's crapped out. So I've got to make some wood. I'm hoping it's wide enough to fit in widthways, because lengthways, the way the lid opens, it ain't going to happen. And this is what I've got so far. I just hope I'm not taking this too far. But I have read a lot of people's experiences of off-roading, and I'm a novice at this. I've done some, but not. I put it like this: the people I've been off-roading with have always had their own equipment. So if I've got into trouble, I have always. What are you doing? I've always been able to rely on other people. I'm the one with all the equipment this time, because the other two that are coming ain't got anything, nothing whatsoever. So I'm building up a comprehensive kit that I can take with me wherever I go, including when I go camping. Now, I was going to bolt that in, that pump, but I've kind of decided I'm not going to. I'm going to try and keep that static at the moment, because eventually I want it in that, and that will be permanently put in that. I've got to get the guard back with the chainsaw, because as you can see, with this sliding around, it's not going to last 5 minutes, this tub, at all. I need to put a piece of plywood down so that I can build some sides up. So what have we got so far? Well, so far we've got a spanner set. We've got strops, it's all tree savers if they're known, but they're not really the proper thing. They're the best I can come up with at short notice, to be honest. I've got a pulley in there somewhere I've got to find, but to be honest with you, it was for a cable, and I don't think it's going to work unless I put it on the lathe and machine it up a bit more. We can do that, so we'll look at that later. I've got to find it first. Got a compressor. I've just got to make up an airline for it with a coupling so we can pump tyres up and down. I've got to put crocodile clips on it so we attach it to batteries, jump leads. Because I don't have a second battery on my winch, there's a good chance I'm going to flatten mine down. It could happen. I have a spade, and I'm going full military with this, so anyone who gets stuck in the ground can dig themselves out with that, or if they need to relieve themselves, they can go and dig a hole. That's what we were taught in the army. I've got a very cheap ass nasty chainsaw which I absolutely hate with a passion, and a fuel can for that chainsaw, but I'm thinking about getting rid of that and putting a plastic one in instead. The downside with the plastic one is heat expansion. I don't want to be opening it up and poof in my face. What's left to get? We've got a barbecue to come, because I'm planning on pulling over the side of the road or wherever we are in the woods, and I'm planning on doing a barbecue, you know, sausage, bacon, beans, that sort of thing, egg, for everybody. That's on me. So I've got to get some of those trays and a barbecue to put the trays in, so we can keep it safe. I can go on the back of the tailgate, so once I've got the coals down to a cinder, then we can put it on tailgate and we can cook. A bit of luck. We've got a cool box on order as well, which I've got out of my catalogue. This has put me in severe debt as well, by the way, but I don't care. This is going to be a memory we're not going to forget in a hurry, and I'm so looking forward to this. As long as they don't mind being filmed, that's my biggest issue with them. So yeah, we've got comprehensive tool set on order that I purchased. I'm waiting for those to turn up, so we should have enough tools, including hammers, to repair the cars. The other thing I'm going to take with me, you can laugh at this, but I've witnessed it on YouTube a lot, mainly in America, is welding rods. I've got cables there. If we need to weld a steering rod back on, we can, with the cable ties. I shit you not. It is possible to do. I might have to make up a special clamp that can clamp onto those to take the rods, because those on their own I don't think are going to work. But we'll see. We'll see how we end up. So that is it so far. I'm just waiting for other stuff to come through the post. Now, modifications to my truck. Got a Siggy fitting in the back for the cool box, 12 volt. I've got to put corridor clips on the pump, so I've got to find some heavy duty wire for that. That's going on a battery. Don't think it's going to be something that can go in a Siggy lighter fitting. I just don't think it's enough amperage to hold that. So what else we've got? We've got the power amp in the back that's got to be put in. We ain't done that yet. I've also got a back seat canvas tidy unit that I want to put in the back of my car, which I'm going to glue on the wall. That's got little pockets, so I can put some of this stuff in the pockets if I need to, because we've got winch gear and I need to store that inside the vehicle, not outside. So that'll be handy for that. Plus I can put the spade in there as well. I rather like that spade. Paid a little bit more money for it by going to a shop instead of the internet, but I do get so frustrated with the internet. It just takes so long to get everything delivered. So what else is there? I can't really think of anything. I need an airline. I need an air pressure tyre. Oh, what do you call them? Tyre inflator. I need one of them. I haven't got one. I need to sort that out. Snatch block, I've got to find a machine to fit a rope instead of a cable, because I think that will slide straight off. I don't think it's deep enough to groove. I'm just thinking maybe bigger strops would be useful. Right. Oh, here we go again. You stop doing that. Stop it. Okay. Obedience is the key. Oh, he's looking at me like, so I ain't done with you yet. Anyway, updated. Plates, cups, fire lighter, fire extinguisher. Changed the fuel can. Got a kettle. Got a load of stuff on order as well that we spoke about. I did also find in my loft, for my river fishing days, a few more bits and bobs. So the wife's going to clean that little lot up tomorrow. A couple of mess tins in there, some bags. We just need a frying pan. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else I can think of. Snatch block, but can't deal with that until Tuesday. I need to go down to Suffolk Barons to get myself an aluminium pulley, and what I'll do on the lathe, I'll machine that as best as possible and put a bearing in the middle of that, and then we'll make up some bracketry, or we'll get another D-shackle depending on how big the bearing is. And I'm just looking around to see if there's anything else. Will you leave my diesel pump alone? Diesel, go on with you bloody dog. Go on, look. Oi. I'll get the water pistol. Oi, I'll get the water pistol. Oi, go on. Oi, I'll nip your nose. I will. Hey, you little hooligan. Oi, it off. It's got diesel fuel in that, and it ain't good for you. Go on, will ya? I'm warning you. Don't you bloody well nip me. So far, he's managed to... Did you just growl at me? We have come a long way with this one. He's not weeing in the house so much now, if at all. Today, so far, touch wood. Yeah, touching your head because it's made of wood, isn't it? We haven't had any wind today at all. This is the first day since we've had him where he hasn't actually leaked on the floor. So I'm pretty pleased with that. He's now 17 pound in weight. When we got him he was 6. He was hardly anything. Tiny little thing he was. We've had a few issues. Like I think he's sprained his leg once. And he like that. So what's he done now? What you done? What you done? That hurt, didn't it? Yeah, straight to that leg again. Now calm down. So yeah, we've got a problem. We've got the vet on Tuesday, so final injections. Or was that your tail? I think it might have been your tail. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to check him out. He's fine. He just tangled himself up in the grass. I've just checked his legs. They're fine. So yeah, he's come a long way. I'm pleased with the way he's going at the moment, but we won't know anything about those legs of his, the back legs, for at least a minimum of 6 months, and then I'll get them properly checked out and pray to God that there's nothing wrong, and we should get a full life out of him. Anything between 7 years and maybe 11 years, I think, there's an Alsatian. My last one was 10, so we'll see. There he is. We'll clean the compressor up tomorrow. We'll get the power amp in the back of the car fitted as well, so we can get some damn music. Unfortunately, my wife got impatient with me and threw a load of carpet out today, which I just needed a tiny bit to insulate the amp so it didn't vibrate against the bulkhead. Oi! Stop it! Biting that pipe again. So yeah, we're almost there. I need a water container. I haven't got that yet. We need that. Oh, we're getting there. I haven't done a video for a bit. I've been busy trying to get organised with the dentist because I'm having problems with dentists at the moment. I mean, I'm quite happy to tell you the story. You'll be shocked. So if you don't want to listen to the dental story, I'll see you next week. If you are keen to know what's been going on, stay tuned. Okay, my story. 8 months ago, I broke a tooth. Completely smashed it. One of the back ones. I went to the local dentist, and the young lady who took over the dentist said it needed filling, and I said yeah, but my time slot was getting smaller and smaller, and I thought, well, she ain't gonna be able to do this properly in the time that she's got. So I said, could we make another appointment, 20 minutes? And she said, well, I'm on holiday and I won't be back for quite a while. Now, I can't remember if it was 6 weeks or 3 months. I can't remember. I'm pretty sure she was away for 3 months. I don't know where. Foreign girl, so I'm assuming she had to go back home in order to keep her working card or whatever it is you get over here if you're a foreign national working in this country. I don't know. She's from Vietnam by the looks of it, somewhere like that. Anyway, 3 months later, she was back. I apologise for the party in the background. Somebody passed away today and they're celebrating her passing. Very nice lady, I think. And I think they gave them strict instructions to have fun and not ball. So that's what's going on in the background. So ignore that. Anyway, I went to see her the second time, knowing full well that in my heart she didn't want to do the job in question. So I'm sitting in a chair. I've got a 20-minute time slot. She's looking at the tooth. She said, well, it's been 3 months. That's really broken down. Actually, it hadn't. It was no worse, really no worse, in my opinion, than what it was before. But I'm not a dentist, so what do I know? So I came in and I said, look, I really would like it filled. I don't want to lose it. I don't have any more back teeth. This is the last of the back teeth. And if you take that away, I don't have nothing else. I'm going to be sucking my food. Anyway, that was my response to that, and she just kept waffling on about how she didn't think she could do it and how difficult it would be and all the rest of it, knowing that it can be done. because my previous dentist was really good at that sort of stuff. But he's gone. He sold up. I think he had cancer and sold up. So anyway, she's sitting there, standing there. I'm in the chair. She's telling me that she really doesn't know if it can be done or not. I'm sitting there saying, well, I really don't want to pull it. I don't want it pulled. She said, well, I've got to pull it, and I'll have to pull the one next to it, and the one that's got the crown will have to come out. So I've, what, 3 teeth? I said, no. Take this personal, but they're my bloody teeth, not yours. I don't want to lose them. I think you're capable of filling them. She said, well, I can have a go for you, but don't blame me if it all go wrong. I said, no, well, I won't. You know, that's kind of how I looked at it. And then she starts rattling on. She said, look, miss, you know, you're going to lose your teeth eventually. When you die, the teeth will fall out anyway. And I'm looking at her, and I'm looking at her assistant, like how unprofessional. And I swear on my life, that is what she said. And I looked at her assistant. Her assistant was grinning like she thought that the girl was funny. I thought, you arrogant woman. Anyway, I turned around and I said, you're starting to freak me out a little bit here now. And then she raised the chair up. Literally, that's raised the chair up. She said, well, if you don't have any confidence in me, Mr. So-and-so, then you're just going to have to find another dentist. And I wish you all the luck in the world finding another dentist. And she smiled, and that was the end of that conversation. I walked out. I wasn't going to have it done there. Not through my choice, through her choice. I'm on NHS. I'm a carer. I look after my wife, who's got various health issues. So getting a full-time job is not something that I can do because it doesn't pay the bills, especially a carer's bill. So I have to do it myself. I actually save money, apparently. This is what I've been told. I save money on the NHS. I don't even claim carer's allowance, for crying out loud. I just do what I feel is my marital duty. That's how I've always looked at it, even though one of my good friends gave me a real rollicking and said, no, that's not how it works. You need to do what you need to do in order to survive in this world, regardless. Anyway, that's how I looked at it. So, what was it? Christmas. Day before Christmas, Boxing Day. Christmas Eve. Finally got an emergency appointment to get my tooth fixed. It was in a lot of pain at this point. Bearing in mind, that was like 4 months ago. So, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August. So it was around about August, between July and August when I got booted out of there. Okay, so Christmas Eve, that's it, Christmas Eve, I'm at Colchester, an hour's drive away to another dental area. The guy did a temporary filling. He wouldn't do a permanent one, only an emergency temporary. I have at this point been ringing around all the surgeries, and I mean all the surgeries in Suffolk. I'm not talking about Ipswich, I'm talking Suffolk, Bury, places like that, you know. Not one would take me on, not one. That's how it's gone with the NHS. And then when you hear about that chap on This Morning programme a few months ago saying that he pulled his own tooth out living in Norfolk, that's no exaggeration on what he was saying on the situation as you know, NHS dental crisis. It's a mess, an absolute mess. And this story just gets better to listen to in how what I've gone through. So at this point, I'm now at that surgery and I'm having my teeth temporarily filled. I come back, I do Christmas, everything goes swimmingly well, and then I think it was about 2 months later, the filling moved. What he had done is he'd put a wadding underneath the temporary filling. So when I bit on something, the filling broke away from the tooth, pushed itself down, pushed the wadding into the nerve, what was left of the nerve. I was back to square one again, in agony. So, with that in mind, I rang the same surgery up again. I went back up there. I had another emergency temporary filling. They wouldn't do a proper one. I had to pay for that. They said, nope, it's temporary only up here. We're emergency only. That's been made quite clear to me. So I go back, I have a temporary one put in. The chap's really nice, he does it. I think he came from Egypt, somewhere like that. Really nice guy, or Cyprus, somewhere like that. He was a really nice guy, and I went away with a temporary filling. Everything was fine, and then about a month later I bit into a packet of crisps and I broke another tooth at the back. So the Yorkshire puds the wife made took the first one out, and then a packet of crisps and Walkers took the second one out. So now I'm left with 2 busted teeth, and I'm now at the point thinking to myself, well, now we've done that and we can't get a dental appointment anywhere in Suffolk, I might as well just bow to the fact that they've now got to be pulled out and I've got no choice. So the temporary filling is now playing up again. This is 3 months later, roughly, I think. time span is a bit sketchy, but all in all, it's been a total of 8 months. But we'll say, for argument's sake, another 3 months, which was last week, sometime this week, I went back up there, managed to get another appointment to see the same bloke that did the second temporary. He took one look at the teeth and he said, no, they need to be pulled. And I agreed at this point. So I've now lost my teeth, thanks to that dental lady down the road here. I've now lost them. I can't fight that one. So I said, fine then. I actually was hoping he would pull them out there and then, because I had chronic toothache, and it was so bad, the infection was so bad that the glands under here, the saliva glands, had also got infected. And I was literally, every time I was salivating, I was actually pussing out at the same time. Really disgusting, but that was the truth. That's what was happening. I had an abscess in there. I managed to burst the abscess. I think we had antibiotics, and I don't know how many antibiotics I've been on over the last 8 months, quite a lot. But just recently we had 2 boxes of antibiotics. One I had to take 4 times a day, the other I had to take 3 times a day. One was for the gland, one was for the actual tooth itself that was infected. Anyway, so I go up there. He turns around and says to me, yeah, they need to be pulled out. And I'm thinking, okay, great, let's do this then. No, I can't do it here. Specialist. You're a dentist. No, specialist. I've got to refer you. Well, where are you referring me to? A place in Romford. Romford? I can't get to Romford. That's where the ULEZ is. I can't afford the ULEZ in that pickup truck. Super expensive. I can't do it. I can't physically do it. London, if you want the truth, guys, scares, terrorises me. I don't want to go in London. I don't like Romford. I don't like London. Nothing wrong with Romford. Me, terrified. Don't want to do it. So I came home. I agreed to it, though. I did agree to it. I came home. And I think it was the next day I rang up that surgery and I said, look, Romford is out of the question for me. I'm sorry. Is there anywhere else I can go? I've just found out, even though you told me Ipswich Hospital does not do dentistry, I've just found out they do. Can you, what's the word? Refer me to the Ipswich Hospital, please. No, we can't do that. Why not? Because we don't have a contract with Ipswich Hospital. Contract? I have knackered teeth. And you're telling me that you require a contract with another surgery to make money from that? I don't get it. Okay. Well, what else can you do for me then, please? And he said they can put me on this online conference type referral system they've got. I don't know the proper name of it, but basically they put your name down on a list and all of the people that are willing to help you will jump in and say, you've been referred to us and we'll send you an appointment X and X. One was in Wales, one was in Yorkshire, one was near the Pennines. That's the 3 I can remember. The rest of them, they are all out of this area. I've got a minimum of a 3-hour drive to whichever one I go to, minimum. That was the closest. So I'm thinking, now I'm in trouble. So I rang up Ipswich Hospital. This is where it gets really funny. I ring up Ipswich Hospital, I speak to the dentist at Ipswich Hospital. They turn around and they tell me, yes, we can do it, but you need a referral. I said, but I can't get a referral. Okay, I'll have a go. I rang up the doctor's surgery. No, we don't do referrals. We're not a dentist, we're doctors. Okay, so I rang up the place at Colchester again. No, we cannot give you a referral because they're not contracted to us. Oh, for crying out loud, what am I going to do? So I rang back up the hospital and I said, what do I need to do? Do I need to put a bloody rope round my neck and stand at the top of the Orwell Bridge and threaten to jump off and tell you, and stop all the traffic because the police are going to have to turn up? I says, I'm not going to do that, but is that what I've got to do to get the attention I need to get some help and highlight to the country and to these stupid politicians that they're not working? The systems they put in place do not work. Is that what I've got to do? That's what I'm thinking. That's what I said. She just said, look, go to A&E. So, Friday, today, I was going to go to A&E. I thought I'd have one more bash at the doctor's surgery. So I rang up the doctor's surgery this morning. Bearing in mind I'd spoken to them 3 days ago and actually went down there. And the doctor down there that I spoke to said she wouldn't refer me. And I said, why will you not refer me when the hospital's made it quite clear you can refer me? She said, I'm not referring you, Mr. So-and-so, because I've referred somebody before. And that seriously backfired on us. I got sued because an abscess occurred up the top after the tooth was taken out. We are not dentists. We are not trained to be dentists. Anyway, I rang the doctor's surgery up this morning. It was about 9 o'clock, I think it was, and eventually I got through and I told my story. Everything that I've just told you, I told them, and I just waited, and nothing happened. 1 o'clock in the afternoon, my wife rings up the surgery again, and same conversation. They said to me they wouldn't refer me. So I turned around and I said, why not? She said, because you've got a dentist and the dentist should be. I said, I just said to you, I can't get into that dentist. They won't see me anymore. They took me off the books. Well, they haven't took me off the books. They're just refusing to see me. that stops me from suing them, you see. If they take me off the books, by law, you have to have 3 months' notice from a dental surgery. As long as you're even violent or ruthless, verbally and all that lot, they have to give you, by law, 3 months' notice and have to leave your mouth in good condition, okay? That's the law in the UK. If they have not done that and they're throwing you off the books and you haven't lost your temper, threatened a member of staff, you can have them for it. And I didn't do any of that, but because they never threw me off the books and have kept me on the books, that screwed me up to take any court action against me if I wanted to. I'm not really into that sort of thing. That's not what I do. That's not what I'm about. So I turned around and I said to this doctor, I said, look, all I need is a piece of paper telling me that you've referred me because of pending problems with my gums and all the rest of that. No, I'm not doing it, Mr. Collins, sorry. And that was the previous conversation. So the second time we rang up today, sorry if I'm losing, I'm backwards and forwards in the story, but anyway, the second time when we rang up today, I then spoke to another receptionist and I said to her exactly what I said to you earlier, exactly what I said to her in the morning, and she said that she'll get back to me. Nothing. 6 o'clock in the evening, I think it was, something like that, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, something like that. It was after tea, and I know we had tea at 10 to 5, so Sue rang up, the wife rang up again, I spoke to another receptionist, told her what had gone on, she mentioned about that interview on this morning programme and said, is it really that bad? I said, yes, it is really that bad, and you've already had one person come to you for wanting help, now I'm coming to you. That surgery where I was at down the road from you is really that bad for kicking the NHS patients off. I said, you ain't going to get nowhere with them fast. I said, so you're going to have more people like me turning up on your doorstep needing referrals to the hospital, and if you're not prepared to sign a piece of paper to state that I've got other problems caused by the tooth infection, then what the hell do? I have nowhere else to turn to. Nowhere. So anyway, she was quite sympathetic this time. I said thank you to the nurse, through her, for that nurse giving me antibiotics, because if I didn't have the antibiotics, I do not know where I'd be right this minute. I've been on them for about 2 weeks now, and they've now cleared up all the infections. The glands are now shrunk, the abscess is gone, the teeth are a little less painful than what they were before. But obviously that ain't going to help. Anyway, I waited. I put the phone down after talking to him. She said she was going to get some doctor, online doctor or some doctor to try and refer me. Anyway, 10 minutes later, I got another receptionist. The doctor has referred you, has written out a letter and has referred you to Ipswich Hospital. Holy you know what I mean? That's what I'm thinking. Holy crap. Finally, 8 months I've been trying to get something sorted out. Finally. The moral of the story is, you who want to move to England, if you don't have any skills, don't think you're going to get out from the NHS and get freebies, because it don't happen. It ain't there. It don't exist. All right? It don't exist. This country has gone to shit, literally. The NHS is no longer what it used to be. The staff are striking all the while now because they want more money, and I'm not disputing that at all, whether they deserve it or not, because some of the things they do is miracles. But the dentists, well, I'm not impressed with them at the moment. I will say that. So I've now had that referral that I asked for. I'm going to be ringing up the hospital on Tuesday to make sure that referral's gone through. If they tell me they don't have it, I'll leave it until Thursday. If I haven't had that confirmation by Thursday, I'm back on the phone to the doctor's surgery again, and I'm going to keep hounding them and hounding them and hounding them until I get it. But that doesn't assure that these get pulled out anytime soon, because there's a waiting list of over 6 months. There you go. And that is what I've been going through for the last 8 months. What is my dog doing? Anyway, that is it. So I'll see you next week. Laters.